Nice.
Are these even on?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
It's on. It's got the light. Blue light.
Cool.
Blue means go.
So, how's your week, man?
Honestly, it was pretty good. It was definitely a good week. I had that interview, like I told you, at work. So hopefully that goes well. Might make it into management. It'll be nice. And so far, I'm trying to kick my life back into gear again, as far as like some of my self goals, mentally, physically. And people always say, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Or, the first of the month is, the best time. The holidays are around the corner, so I'll start as soon as the holidays are over. That's a super poor attitude to have, because it's gonna
procrastination, man.
Yeah, you're gonna put it off, and I am a terrible procrastinator. So I'm catching myself now, and instead of thinking, the second I started thinking it, I was like, nope, I'm gonna start tomorrow. In fact, I'm gonna start right now by not doing anything else that I shouldn't be doing, and tomorrow will be the first official day with a head start. I'll start tomorrow with a head start, basically.
Sweet. And what is that for you? Like, what are you working towards to get your life back in check?
I am a very hefty man, weigh a lot, so main goal is to lose weight in a healthy way. Put on some muscle mass, that'd be nice, but mainly I need to lose a lot of the fat that I'm carrying on my body.
Yep.
And to do that, I do practice a lot of intermittent fasting, and trying to watch what I eat when I do eat, and then making sure I go to the gym more frequently, because I do not go anywhere near as much as I should.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like every day, but every other day would be good. 3 or 4 times a week would be healthy, be solid. And then, taking more time, like you mentioned last week, taking some time to myself to meditate, work on my little mental self.
That mental barrier, man. You got to get past that and just start to be in control of yourself.
Definitely.
Fully.
Definitely. And what about you? How was your week? Anything good happen?
Yeah, actually, this has been the weirdest week ever. Doing a lot of piloting and just building those hours.
Yeah, my man's gonna be flying high.
Yeah, hey, I'll bring you up, bro.
I like it.
And just grinding it out. There's like some weird drama with my friends going on, and they're like all kind of ignoring me right now. So I'm just kind of living. But
is it because they weren't invited on the podcast?
Hey, probably, dude. I don't know. But yeah, now there's just like some dumb things between that, and that's not important though. But yeah, just been flying, grinding, working out.
Good.
Just trying to find some company, I suppose. Now that there's some like just kind of like in the air.
Okay.
By friends and stuff. That's what I mean.
I got you. Find some company. So male or female company?
Oh, female, bro.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Ladies, he's looking.
Oh, hey. Hold on, let me get my mascara on.
Ooh, wait.
No, I'm just kidding.
Change up.
Live change up.
I like it.
Yeah, no, that's how my week has gone. It's just like any other person out there, dude. There's like some good shit, some bad shit. You just live. I
think that's the most important thing. People talk about, focusing on the bad in their day pretty often, it seems like.
Very true. They pronounce that more, right? They
make it more known. They bitch about it. They keep talking about it. They think about it, and it drags them down. I know there's that really neat story talking about with that professor. He's like, tells him, hold this glass of water. How heavy is it? No, not very, right? But hold it there for an hour. Then your arm starts to get tired. Hold it there for 24 hours. Now you can probably barely hold it.
Shaking, just like I can't no more.
And the point is, if you let something small weigh on you for the whole day, of course it's gonna ruin your day. It's gonna break down your mental, because you're worrying about it. Stop worrying, man.
Right.
I think the worrying is just about the worst thing you can do, because it doesn't do anything. It's just like, God, I know it's a movie. It's a really funny, one of those almost coming of age comedies. It's Van Wilder. If you haven't seen it, basically, I'm not gonna go into the movie, but he says this thing. He's like, worrying is like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere.
Hey, that is true.
I hate how much I love that quote.
That is so true.
From such a stupid movie, but it's very true.
Yeah.
I know that there are actual mental issues when it comes to anxiety and stuff. I get that. But if you can help it and you're actively making the choice to think about it, do your best to stop.
Yeah.
Do your best to think about the positives, because if you think about those positives, it's going to help lift you up. And you're already doing that because, you know, you said you're going through this drama right now, but you're not letting that stop you from putting out there what you want and what you need, and stopping you from actively working towards that.
Dude. Yo, is God in the room right now? You preaching?
Man.
Yeah, no, I'd like to think so, you know. You gotta just keep moving. I think, you know what, something to get into. You know how at the end of every year somebody's like, oh, I want to be this next year.
Yep.
What about that last year? What did you learn that last year?
Yeah, or you know, people that think about their New Year's resolutions now.
Now that we're coming to December, what do you believe you've learned this year, 2023?
This year,
and we're nowhere close to fucking December yet, but
I need to stop putting quarters in my ass because I keep playing myself, dog. This shit ain't working.
The gumballs ain't not coming out, man.
Bro, nothing. I keep on fucking around, and one of my best friends is getting married. I'm the best man, and his bachelor party is next year. His wedding's early next year. I need to get those things squared away. I want to look good, you know, talking about, you know, my physical fitness. I want to feel like I look good in those photos.
Right.
I don't want to feel like, I want to be able to look at his photos and think, man, what a beautiful couple, and that's it. But I know right now,
You in the background like this?
yeah, you know, what's up? You know, my arms around both of them, man. I know I love them both to death. But I know that currently, if I put on a suit and I saw myself in a picture with them, no matter how happy I was for them, I would know that I'd be looking at that photo thinking, I look so heavy, and I would hate that. So I maybe that's a selfish thing to do, but you know, that's a lot of my reason for it. I want to feel like I look good again.
You know, you said it's selfish, but I don't believe so, because there's a lot of things that we like work on for ourselves, right? Whether it's small, whether it's big, whether it's completely irrelevant to whatever your friend group is, you know, like all of that. Like, but yeah, you said it like it's a selfish thing to do, which absolutely it is, bro. Like you would like to look good in this picture for your future self and whoever else, you know.
Me.
Yeah, and it's like that's a good goal to have, because it's your goal and you can accomplish it within your own rights. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what the beauty of having a goal. You know, it's not a selfish thing. It's a thing to move towards, because I think as life goes on, bro, we all kind of get a little lost. Definitely. With just like identity and just figuring out where the fuck are we going. Like, am I really doing that? You know, like for me, for example, like I'm in wits with becoming a pilot or going back to school, or both, you know, being a pilot and going to school, and like all of it. Like, it's just like a big confusing thing, but it's also good because it's like I can think of it like that's my personal goals, right? Is my career, and then yours is fitness and losing that mass that you're I'm gonna say insecure about it, but it's not my business to assume that.
Definitely no, I'm definitely 100% super insecure about it.
Yeah.
I can admit it, which is another thing. You know, it's a good thing. It's good to be able to voice what your issue is. Accepting the issue is the first step to overcoming it. Recognizing that there is something that needs to be overcome. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, how do you get over it?
Right.
How do you say it's a problem? How can you complete a problem if you don't know it's a problem in the first place?
Hey, back to thinking about the negative things in your life.
Yeah.
You know, you said you gotta face it a little bit, so how you know if it's a problem, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, still don't dwell on it, you know, because that's not positive, but there can be a negative thing.
You think it's more action than actual thought?
Yeah, you have to focus on the positives within that negative. Mm-hmm. You know, what are the good things that are coming out of my life? And I'm not focusing on, oh man, I feel out of shape. I feel like I don't look attractive. I hate myself. Whatever. I could focus on that, and I do frequently enough anyways, and I shouldn't. I'm working on that, but I still shouldn't. But instead, now I'm trying to say, even though it's small steps, hey, you know what? You went to the gym today. Good job. You threw around some weights. You did a little bit of walking. Good job. You drank only water today. You ate no snacks. You had your meal, and you're good. And that is enough for me to be excited. Even on the way to here to come shoot the podcast, I was like, man, you know what? I could stop by. I've been so good today. I could stop by Sonic and get me a nice little slushie. Ooh.
That discipline, bro. That's the beauty in life.
And it's hard because as an adult, you can do whatever you want. You're an adult. I'm so used to trying to go do something, and my kids.
I'm gonna look up a quote as you're speaking.
Go ahead. And the kids. As I was a kid, I would think, like, hey, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's for dinner. It's typical. You got McDonald's money? Like, nah, we got McDonald's at home, man. Nah, it was not the same.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, I remember there were so many times. I remember realizing I was driving with a friend, and as we're driving down the road, I'm like, damn, bro, like. Past, I think it was Jack in the Box. I was like, damn, man, Jack in the Box sound good right now. What? And she's like, come on, let's go get it. I was like, nah, that's cool. We got dinner plans. Yeah. I was like, we can't do that. We got dinner plans. Like, I'm gonna go home. Like, we're gonna make sandwiches or something, and go on about do whatever we had planned. And she was like, we can do that tomorrow. What? I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. We can do that tomorrow. Let's go fucking Jack in the Box now. And whipping the shitty and getting that Jack in the Box. And, that was the realization for me that, as an adult, you can go do whatever you want, whenever you want, and spend your money how you like it. Now, is it irresponsible? Possibly. Should you definitely take into account how much money you have to, quote unquote, waste? 100%. But if you have it, then it's at the end of the day, it's your money. Spend it how you like. And that day, I liked Jack in the Box, and I got Jack in the Box. And you can do that to this day. Make any choices you want. Yeah. And I still think about that, which also makes it hard because I can get Jack in the Box whenever I want. Yeah. So I have to be able to tell myself, nah, you don't need Jack in the Box. Make a salad. Make a nice little healthy sandwich. Lots of lettuce. I like some arugula, some dark greens.
Yep.
Yeah, but be healthy. Be healthier.
Good old salad, bro.
Yeah, I don't want salad unless I'm doing like a bunch of like grilled chicken and do like Cobb salad, grilled chicken
with a bed of spinach,
blue chilies. If I do spinach, usually baby spinach, I'll chop it up. But still, I love spring mix too, man. So spinach and spring mix, like those dark greens, absolutely.
I love spring mix too.
That goes crazy. It goes crazy.
I like the little spikes on it, bro. Like you bite it, it stabs you. You're like, whoa.
I don't know what kind of spring mix you're.
No, I'm just teasing.
I think they got glass shards in your spring mix, homie.
Like the Grinch eating the glass.
Exactly, just like that.
Yeah, here's the quote. I actually I was reading a book, and it's about courage, and he's got 3 different kinds of books. The first one I read was about discipline, and you were saying like it's all about choice, right? And like I think the choice for me in the life I'm trying to build is perfection of character. And what character, like, I suppose the definition of character in this quote is, I think this is actually the definition off of Google here, but the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Okay. Right? So individual is like,
you.
Just me, right?
Yeah, just you or me.
Perfection of an individual, right? So like think of that. And like I read that quote not too long ago getting ready for this. And like last night, this is when I was like, not last night, when was it? I think Sunday. Okay. That was last night. Okay.
I'm thinking back, yesterday, not Monday.
1, 2, 3. Anyways, I was reading that quote, and perfection of character, right? I was like perfection of character, like what is character? And then I know what character means, right? It's like that individual. Huh. But then I was like thinking about it in the self sense as a self-aware human being. I was like, how could I perfect self? And discipline can do that through choice.
Sure. Okay.
You discipline your choices to brighten your future.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's something I'm just kind of saying, making up.
I like that. Now let me ask you, in response to that, what is perfection to you? Because I think that everyone has a different idea.
And that's the same thing I could say about successful.
Yeah, at 100%. Everyone's idea. Did we talk about that last week?
We might have.
Okay, I think so. But yeah, everyone's idea of success or perfection is going to be different because their goals are going to be different.
Absolutely.
So, what is your goal? What is your idea of perfection for yourself?
That's a good question. I think it's hard to answer that like right now.
Fair.
Because it always changes. Like I swear, dude, like I was graduating out of high school and I was like, ooh, I'm going to go to college, graduate with
honors,
whatever degree I was going to do at the time. And that's what I thought was successful. Now I am trying to be a pilot, and then hopefully after that I can go to school and get my master's in psychology or something, right? That's what I would like to. That's what my vision of perfection / success is at this moment. At this moment right now, hey, who knows? Maybe like 100th episode it'll change and it'll be like, I want to be a fucking astronaut. You know.
Yeah, he keep on going. Yeah, he's definitely aiming high, guys.
Yeah, and
That's impressive.
He's lost it, guys.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, we do have NASA and all that stuff, so
that's
you can
true.
definitely.
Did you see that they're going for that asteroid up in the sky? That's $10 quadrillion or something like that.
What? Please tell me about this. I have not heard about this whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's like NASA's planning around this asteroid that's like flying somewhere. I don't know too much of the details, but it's coming at us. And they're like, all right, we got to mine this asteroid. And it's worth $10 quadrillion. That's enough money for like somebody to...
That's
everybody could be wealthy, right?
It's more than 10,000. That's almost, it's more than 9,000 times the global GDP, isn't
What is there,
it?
9 billion people in the world?
Yeah.
10 billion now?
It's like 9 billion people, and a trillion is 1,000 billions. A quadrillion would be 1,000 trillions. And $10 quadrillion, that seems like a lot of money. How do they even know what's in the asteroid? Are they just assuming?
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Or
right?
surely they're doing some kind of scans. I mean, I don't know, people that are way smarter than me are doing that kind of stuff, and I'm sure they know. But 10 quadrillion, man, that is a
insane
stupid number. People can't even comprehend.
I can only think trillion, and anything above that, I don't
barely
really know.
trillion, man. Can you? Okay, what is it? Gosh,
999
I can do
billion.
I think I can do the math right now.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Let's calculate this shit.
So there are 60 seconds in a minute, right?
All right.
60 minutes in an hour.
Yep.
So that makes 3,600 seconds in an hour.
Okay.
Okay, 24 hours in a day. That's 86,400
seconds.
And then 365 days a year, right?
Yep.
Right? 365 days a year. Boop. That is 31,536,000. You think the microphone is going to pick up that helicopter?
It might.
That's impressive.
FBI, open up!
We know what you're doing, Victor.
Yeah.
Put the microphone on the ground.
Get off the couch with your hands up.
And drop it like it's hot.
And then the song starts playing.
Alright, so 31 and a half million seconds in a year. Okay?
Now let's do like 10 years.
So in 10 years.
How many seconds are in 10 years?
10 years time.
So 365 times 10.
31.5 million, right? 1, 2, 3 times 10. That's still 315 million.
We're still in millions?
Yeah. You would need to go 32 years, I think? 32 years before you hit your billionth second. You haven't even lived a billion seconds yet. If you earned $1 for every second that you've been alive, every day, right? What we said that was like $86,000 a day. If you earned $1 for every second that you were alive, man, you still wouldn't have. I don't even think you would just be past your $600 million mark. You would not have $1 billion, man. That puts into context how wild it is for someone to be worth hundreds of billions of dollars, let alone a trillion. It's
quadrillion,
insane.
Quadrillion. Oh my god.
Quadrillion. And then think about it, right? So you would need to 32 years, right? That's what we said.
Yeah.
So how long, if this math holds up, how long would it take for you to experience your 1 trillionth second?
Like what, 1,000?
Yeah, exactly. Multiply it by 1,000. So it'd take 32,000 years.
Oh my god.
Before you actually experienced your first trillionth second. So no one alive would hear, not in human history has there been even a trillion seconds. And then you take that,
crazy.
And there's still multiply that by 10,000 because it's 10 quadrillion. That's what a quadrillion is, man. And they're saying there's $10 quadrillion worth of materials in this asteroid. I'm just thinking, wow,
money would be just useless, right?
Yeah, like there's not even that much money currently in circulation.
Yeah, no,
there's not.
Sure.
There's not even. I don't even know if there's actually more than a few trillion in circulation, man. It's probably way less than that because I know our debt is in the trillions, and we don't pay it off because we don't got it. So I'm just thinking, like, that's definitely, ooh, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Big crazy.
That's like, that really is just like uncomprehendable. Like, 10 quadrillion, trillion dollars, dude. NASA would just be like, what now?
Yeah. I get it. If they really see that there's going to be a lot of money in this, I think quadrillion is definitely a large number. But if they think that there's going to be a large amount of money to gain from this, to get more funding for NASA in general, I mean, you think about how every time people talk about NASA, and I feel like they're talking about how. Remember, you watched Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
When the second hand guy, the evil, that ended up being the villain, the bald beard guy.
Yep.
He gets mad at the scientist. He's like, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. You stupid bitch.
Yeah. You should be able to fix it.
Yeah. Like, we landed on NASA with we landed on NASA. Wow. We landed on the moon. We put men on the moon and brought them back to Earth. In 1960s, bro, with 1960s technology and money, and we can't do that again today. And it's, people know the argument, definitely I agree with it, is, what's the point?
Yeah.
Do we need to put men on the moon? No, because we've already done it.
Right.
It didn't provide anything besides, a lot of huge, moral support, patriotism, a lot of great things, also stress, a lot of debt, money. So what do? They don't want to. People don't typically do things that are going to make them money, and it makes me sad because even if it would provide the money indirectly, I know that one of my biggest things, if I won the lottery, if I became a 100-millionaire, and I was one of those people, I would squander most of the money immediately, or maybe not immediately, but pretty soon. I would
find a lot of money for one person.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Remember, you're at like your 600, maybe 700 millionth dollar right now by seconds.
$1 million to just like be able to live, because you can throw that into the stocks and just start making like $50K a year.
Well, yeah. Well, let's see. What is that? 50 is 10%, 5%. 5% return. It's not bad. That's pretty good. So yeah, you could. Now you wouldn't be able to touch that money, and you want that to stay and grow. But if you had $1 million, you wouldn't spend. You'd have to live like how you are currently. But that would still be amazing, because if I could work right now, knowing for a fact that I have a solid retirement plan that's only growing with $1 million, a small loan of $1 million. to have that, I would work so much happier and be so much less stressed out.
Dude. God.
So I don't entirely agree with you, but it is definitely like $1 million is life-changing money. It's not quit your job money, but it's life-changing money.
Yeah.
I think when you get up into probably into the $5 to $10 million, that's when it starts to be quit your job money. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I actually heard this from my dad. I don't know too much of the specifics, but he was like,
Daddy Victor.
Daddy Victor. Dad. We were talking about, we were drinking, of course, and we were just like talking, and we were like, all right.
Mexicans.
Modelo time.
Hey, it's Modelo time. It's Corona time.
Yeah, no, we were talking, and I was like how much money like do you need to like finally like basically just be free from like working and all this?
Working in this capitalist society where you're a wage slave.
Yeah.
Working hourly and doing all this stuff. Sure. Okay.
No, exactly. Like, how much money would you need to be able to be free, like you said?
Okay. And what'd y'all come up with?
And he was like, I think $1 million, because if you throw that into this is where I got that idea from my father. If you throw that into not the stocks, but there's this like, what do you call those stocks that you can like 401k? I don't think so. That's like the retirement thing, but I mean like
you retire with 401k, Roth IRA.
Maybe that's not what I'm referring to, but it's like one of those.
I don't think so.
It's one of those stocks that you could just like throw that shit in there, and then it's just like you get that 5% back, and it's like you can just like live off of that. But like you said earlier, I don't think you can pull that out.
Yeah, so those retirement funds, you definitely can.
Yeah.
Or you could, but you're heavily penalized. I think there's a cap on what you can put in a year. I'm not super sure about that. I'm not super versed in, money. By the way, none of this is financial advice. You shouldn't listen to any of this, and then follow along with what we're talking about.
I know nothing. I just know that $1 million is a lot of money.
It definitely. I mean, it's funny. It's a lot of money at one time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not.
Yeah.
Because even if you, and don't get me wrong, if I had $1 million, like I said, it's definitely life-changing money.
But like, think about it. Let's say you made $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, I would love to. I make $100,000 a year.
You would live put that out so in the world. Comfortably, right?
Stupid comfortable.
And then let's say you just got $1 million, just like right now.
Yep.
It's like, do you spend like you make $100,000 a year for 10 years, or?
Well, pause. Okay, so do I bring home $100,000, or is my salary $100,000?
So in the hypothetical, you make $100,000 salary.
Okay.
But then you were just given $1 million.
Post that was that probably bringing home 75,000 maybe less. 60,
yeah, after
60, 70. Okay, so we'll say about 70,000. $70,000, man, a year is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's, once again, some people might watch this thing. Oh, it's not really. The hardest part about living, especially just in general, is that as you slowly make more money, you slowly start purchasing things you don't need.
Dude.
You start.
Oh my God.
And you either live within your means, or you live outside your means.
Never been so right in that moment right there.
But there's a lot of people that they make a little bit more money. Oh well, now that I make more money, I can live in a more comfortable spot.
Yeah, it's like you don't really like show you're more comfortable. You just start upgrading things that you already had.
Yep. And people don't like to step down.
Yeah.
They like to grow up. They like to, live in a nicer place, live in a safer place, have something that's nicer to them, have a better PC, a better car, a better fridge, better appliances, better clothes, better education.
Get the iPhone 15 Pro made out of titanium.
Man, they're finally sponsor us. I think it really is. It's a problem because you don't realize that it's a problem. It catches up with you. But it's a problem that is literally invisible because, once you make $70,000 and it took you years to get there, you forget what it's like to live on $30,000 because you have slowly upgraded your life. You live in an apartment that's no longer $600 a month, but it's $2,000 a month. You spend $600 on groceries every week instead of $150 a week, or $100 a week. You go out so much more often to spend this money, and you forget that you didn't used to do that.
Yeah.
And so you think, oh, where's all my money? So $100,000, $1 million, that's not going to go far.
Right.
It really should. If you took $1 million right now, you could invest in the stock market. You could buy a home, pay it off immediately, and then and frankly, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't know much about the housing market, but I do know that everyone has an opinion about when the right time to buy is.
Yeah.
So just hypothetically, let's say right now you would buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
You buy a house, $300,000 cash money. You can probably get it for a better deal because it's
Crazy
cash.
deal.
So like, hey, right here, I have the money right now. You can take it from me. Probably get a good deal on the house.
There'll probably be some bank fee for that cash, bro.
Probably. But then the house is yours.
Yeah.
You don't have to make payments on it. So now you're just paying. Now you're paying property taxes, and that's basically your rent.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to worry about anything like that. You still have $700,000, and that could last you the rest of your life. So you would live comfortably. Now you still could not quit your job, because if you quit your job, you have nothing to do for 60. Assuming you sleep 8 hours a day, that is 16 hours a day that you have nothing to do. So if you don't spend money, then
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, and you're gonna get bored. You're gonna get stir crazy. You're gonna run out of free books. You're gonna run out of free things, and there are so many great free resources. The library. That's it. Go to the library. People do not utilize the local library enough. They have a lot of books.
Dude, my dad could agree with you, man.
They have so many resources that would help you out, and it's so cheap to get a library card. But nothing's stopping you from just walking into your local library and just sitting down and reading for a little bit.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of want to start doing that. I would like to, put it into my fitness routine. I would like to walk to the local library and then sit and read for a little bit, and probably a couple miles from my house, but it'd be a good way to get my exercise in on a day off.
Very motivating.
Let me go walk to the library, relax there for a little bit, read a good book, maybe read some of the book, and then walk home.
Yeah.
And that'd be a good healthy way to spend the day, both mentally and physically, and it's a good start.
Yeah.
But you have to do something, and you're going to end up burning through this money that you quit your job for, because you want to go do stuff. You want to go eat. You want to go do this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And, you live off of the interest of $50,000 a year.
It's funny you brought this up, because this is literally where I'm at right now. It's like I'm spending more money than I should.
And that's the thing. You really gotta watch that, man. You gotta sit down and go over your finances and think, okay, what can I live without? Like right now, right?
Yeah.
I have a small storage unit. I could definitely throw away most of it and put the rest of it in my closet under my bed, and that'd save me $50 a month. Mm-hmm. I could stop eating out so much, which I plan on doing, but if you
same here,
$15-$20 a day on to-go food, okay, that at the end of the month is up to $450 to $600. That's insane.
Yeah.
That I should be able to spend no more than $10 a day on food, and that's only going to be $300.
Yeah.
So that's going to save me minimum $150 a month. Any kind of subscription services for any streaming services or games. Mm-hmm. I know I used to
Xbox Live, bro. Shit goes crazy.
Xbox Live, Game Pass, any subscription services for online games, RuneScape or World of Warcraft. I know we were just talking about that inside, so it's fresh in my mind. But it's these things. Don't get me wrong. You do need these comforts now. I definitely call them comforts because they're not a necessity, but it is nice to spend a little bit of money. Going back to being adults, spend some money on what you want. Be a little irresponsible. It helps. But if you have debt and you're trying to save money, be more responsible and make the right choices. Sell what you don't need if you can, or give it away to someone that you know is going to use it and use it well, or sell it to them for a really good price so that you're putting some good in the world and getting some money back, and start investing in your future. I currently use Acorns, and Acorns is fucking dope.
What is that?
It's literally an app that lets you make money.
Download Acorns.
You don't realize it. I will definitely take Acorns funding at any time. But it's awesome. Basically, you hook it up to your bank account. It sounds scammy. It's not. And That's it.
Sounds familiar. I think I've done something similar.
You may have. I know it got very popular for a while there, but basically, whenever you use that card, say something is $5.97, it's gonna take those 3 cents and it's gonna put it into an account for you. It's gonna round up your dollar and put it into an account, whether that's 3 cents, whether it's 90 cents, whether it's 52 cents. It's gonna take that money, it's gonna round up to the next dollar, and it's gonna put that money that it rounded up into an account for you. And then once it reaches a threshold, it's going to deposit that money into your Acorns account, and then you're good. It's going to invest that money for you how you set it to invest it, and that's how you're going to start saving for your future, passively without realizing it.
That's crazy, dude.
It's really good if you make multiple card swipes often.
Yeah.
Which is also why they have a option to a weekly or a bi-weekly, monthly deposit of more money. So that way, if you want it more active, I also do that. I think I put in, like 20 something bucks a week. So it comes up to $80 a month. And if I needed to, I could shut that off.
Yeah.
So that could save me $80 a month if I needed money and I needed to figure out what to do with it. But I don't. So I'd rather save that for my future. And so that's what I do. I submit that money. I have my roundup. And as it grows, and depending on the stock market, that money goes up or down. But so far, it's gone up. And it's cool to look at it and think, oh, wow, I made so much money.
Yeah.
Right? However much, that's cool that I made that for free. And, it's just sitting there. And I'll tell you, a lot of people's biggest problems, and mine included, is if the money's sitting there, you're going to spend it. You're thinking, oh man, I have this left over, I can do something with this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
That's something my dad. My dad. By the way, my dad knows everything.
Nice. Get him on the show one day. That's
dude, I asked him, and you want to know what he said? Same thing. My aunt said the same thing. I don't mean to call you guys out, but my aunt said the same thing. He said, your guys' generation is very brave. They said, I don't believe I can do anything like that, because they were like, what if I say something wrong?
Yeah.
They're like, what if they're scared,
Well, and I can understand that. I would,
like on your first episode, you're a little frightened,
no, not at all.
Not at all. You're super chill.
Yeah, super chill, super duper chill.
Bet.
I don't think. I think it's a.
It's like you just forget the camera's on sometimes. Like it's just like you start talking.
And I think a lot of it is, it's not just brave. It's a lot of naivety. It's people being super naive and not realizing how much danger they might be in. Yeah. If they just, the one slip of the tongue, they say the wrong thing, they piss off the wrong people.
Maybe they have a lot to lose. Maybe do you think it's that?
Being older, they can definitely feel more foundationally set.
Because I've heard, like, as you get older, you start to get more scared of things. Like, you get...
Well, and maybe it's not because they're set, it's because they're less naive. They know more about the world, and so they have more reason to be afraid. And now that they have a better understanding of the world, they're like, yeah, I would never fucking do that. But you go do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I would never do that. And it's crazy, but... and more power to them. Let them do what they want to do or not do. But it's definitely something that I would continue to do because I think it's nice to feel like, I feel like I have a voice. I feel like people that might listen and, whether they're listening to me when they're taking a dump, taking a shower, brushing their teeth, or just, trying to go to sleep and they just want to listen to the podcast and say, hey, BeForActual.
Get some ASMR.
ASMR.
Dude,
what'd
you think when I came up to you in that HEB and I was like, yo, I'm starting a podcast, you want to be in it?
And immediately I was like, oh, am I have to suck his dick or something afterwards? What kind of OnlyFans?
You're like, oh, God.
Yeah. what is this going to be about? We can talk about Scientology or conspiracy theories, and it ends up getting really weird or political.
I still have no idea what this is about.
It's a show about nothing, man. Kind of like Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's right? It's just entertainment, honestly. Like,
talk about whatever comes up.
And it's also good. It's just like, it feels like I have a voice too. Like, I'm not alone in this world. I have whoever's at the other end of this camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think
as depressing as that sounds, it's like, that's how I see it.
Well, and a lot of people don't feel heard. I know that I. That's part of the ASMR. What do you mean? Crunch. Crunch. Oh, it's hot. Oh, I love it. It's you know, a lot of people don't feel seen or heard. They don't feel like anyone's listening to them.
Or understood, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I feel super different than everyone else. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
You're awkward, man. I can see.
Like,
that.
I love being awkward though. It's like a humor of mine. Like
It's a good
like I
thing.
do it on purpose because it's funny.
So it's not. It's
You know what I
it's
mean?
not cringy, but it's close to cringy because I love cringy. I love cringy humor. The first season of The Office was so painful to watch, but it was also one of the funniest seasons to me because it's when Michael is just being peak Michael, and then in the later seasons, like something for tots. Scott's Tots. And that's super awkward. Oh my god. Oh,
Dude, I love The Office, dude.
I love cringe humor.
I love sharing shows that I love to other people because it's like a part of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like The Office and Adventure Time. I love those shows so much.
So
I love Adventure Time
to sit down and watch Adventure Time
because it is so inspiring. It's just like really entertaining, and it's got a lot of very, very good quotes, like very good life lessons in it through quotes.
Very nice.
And that's one reason I like it. And then fucking The Office, dude, it's so awkward, man. Like that's what I live off of. I love awkward and just embarrassing moments. Like I myself, like I don't like to be embarrassed like off guard, but when I embarrass myself on purpose, it is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like I laugh at myself.
Absolutely. Well, good, and that's a good thing. It's such a healthy thing to be able to do. Laugh at yourself. But man, it's hard whenever you're caught off guard. You're like, oh, it feels bad. But then you kind of move past it because you're used to it.
No, absolutely.
And that's a super healthy mechanism to have because it prevents a lot of worrying and a lot of embarrassment. I love going on cruises. I've been on like 3 or 4.
Like the one on the boat?
Yeah. It's on boats, say going to the Caribbean or going to Alaska.
Never done that.
You should 100%. Spend money, whatever you're doing it, spend money on that instead.
Taking my savings out right now.
Just one time. Royal Caribbean, Carnival, whatever you do, go on one cruise because it is so cool. Just take a week off and get fucking drunk, get plastered every day if you want to. Go talk to a bunch of new people. Go do karaoke. Go spend money in the casino. Go enjoy yourself.
You'll never see these people ever again.
Ever. The amount of people I see like awkwardly, like I go there to people watch, and I fully know that at some point in time I'm gonna be one of the people being watched, and I'm okay with that. That's how you should live life. Like be excited. Be your best self. Be the person that you want to be. I know, oh man, talking about quotes. I know I didn't come prepared with one, but somebody said one, and I am so terrible with remembering the verbatim quotes. I'm going to butcher this. People are probably going to hate me for this. I'm going to keep doing it. You just can only be the person that you decide to be.
Hey, that's like the similar quote I got here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What you got?
Dude, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment.
There you go.
That's Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Yeah, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay. It's definitely... being yourself is so important.
Authentic in my eyes. It's just like
good.
The beauty of it, bro.
So
it's like people, I think way back when, like people would be like, oh, this guy's different than everyone else, put him in a fucking straitjacket.
I don't know about that far, but definitely, yeah, this dude different, man. This dude big different.
Anyways, you were saying, sorry.
My niece had a softball tournament, sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't go to anywhere near as many games as I should, but they're like an hour away. I'm going to regret saying that when I'm older, but right now, I do my best, and I attend at least one game a season.
Oh, that's me with my sister, bro. I hate myself for not being able to go to our games.
It's hard, and we make it hard. We could definitely make the time.
Yeah.
So I did.
By the way, Miranda, I love you. I wish I could make it to your games, and I say I wish because that's an excuse. I'll make it to your game.
You heard it. He's going to do it.
You heard it here.
He's going to do it.
It's going to be a surprise. You won't even know.
So I go to this game
Anyway, sorry.
to surprise her, and I go to go walk in, and someone stops me like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a bracelet?" And I was like, "No."
No way.
And she's okay. Well, it's $20 to get in. And I was like, "What is this, a fucking concert or a kid's softball tournament? What do you mean $20?" And
Dancing after Jesus.
yeah, it was like, Jesus, bro, what's up? And I guess it just goes to the field fees and upkeep and maintenance. Nice fields over there, but I got so upset, and I was like, God, I gotta pay gas money and now money to go do this shit. Whatever. I go in, I pay the money. My niece sees me. She's super excited. I would have paid $1,000 to see that smile on her face. She looked absolutely phenomenal.
That's adorable.
Her face lit up.
Yeah.
Big old hug. I loved it. She ended up winning that game.
Did you get a little emotional?
A little bit.
Dude, I did too
bit.
when I went to one of my sister's games.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, dude, like, I've missed, 2 years of, being around these people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just started, fucking tearing up there, and I was just, looking, watching, just,
Yeah, right. Doing the eye squint.
yeah.
Don't.
Pretending you're not crying, just, am I looking at something?
Your eyes just slit.
Yeah.
The tears physically cannot break that surface tension. They can't come
you
out.
just see the fucking...
Your eyes twitching a little bit. Yeah, it was a good feeling, and I know she loved seeing me there.
That's good, though.
But I think it's funny because I didn't notice. She didn't act super different, but I could tell she was acting a little bit different. And maybe she's getting older. Or maybe it's because she's around all of her little girlfriends now, all of her little friends that she's growing up with. They're all preteens and teenagers. She's 13, man, which is insane to me. But she's also around with a bunch of other 13, 14, 15-year-olds.
Right.
And I know when I was that age, not only was I thinking about girls and all my other interests, I'm thinking, man, can I be cooler with my friends? And there was only a lucky few of us.
Cool around your friends. Yeah. Very big one.
And, we should have been, there were so many of those kids that we thought were weird or,
Yeah.
People make jokes about, oh, man, we should really make bullying a thing again, so we should stop some of these things. And I'm just, it's funny to an extent.
I do not condone that, but
yeah, not at all. I will laugh at those jokes nonstop. Don't condone it, but I really do. I envy those people. I wish I could have been that person back then. I wish I could have just been myself fully and completely. And I like to say that now I am unabashedly me.
Yeah.
I am me, and I will always be me, no matter who's around.
Tell me about the process of all of that. How did the process of you finally becoming you? If you know what I mean by that.
I realized that I truly just cared too much about what people thought of me, to the point where I was changing myself and making bad habits.
Just because of what you thought?
Just because of what I thought they wanted.
Right.
And I realized that at the end of the day, even if they liked me, they don't like me. They like the person that I've become to make them try to like me. And that's not healthy. That's kind of manipulative even.
That's who I was in high school, and I kind of still have those traits, and I'm working on fully finding and adapting just to be myself.
Because you have to rediscover yourself. You have to figure out, well, what is it that I do like? And it's a little bit easier if you did what you liked in private, because you know what you like.
Yeah.
And maybe you were just afraid of being bullied.
I have plenty of private time, dude.
And that's good.
I don't mean that in a creepy way, but it's
plenty of private time.
I got plenty of private time. But I really do, man. It's honestly I made kind of a big sappy party about it. I was like, oh, I'm all alone. Come hang out with me. Now I'm just man, I'm all alone. Let's go fucking do something. Just me, bro.
Let's go fucking do something.
Let's just go do something,
man. It really is. I think it's a good way to be. You should be self-reliant. Be yourself. Do what you like, and people will come. That person you're meant for will come, and you'll get to be yourself around people that are being themselves, and then you find out you have common interests, and then it all comes together.
I have a friend my friend Logan. My friend Logan's stepsister. Shout out to Logan. Logan's stepsister, Trisha. I think a while ago when I broke up with my ex and stuff, like, I think she asked me, like, oh, what happened? I was like, oh, you know, like, we just kind of fell apart. And then, like, she was like, don't worry about it, man. She's like, at your age, people don't know what they want. And she's like, when you start to get older, people start to realize what they want, and they're willing to commit because they know who they are and they know who you are. You know what I mean?
True. On that topic, one of my friends actually...
Does that light keep turning on, or is that just me?
No, it turns off and on. Off and on. I think it's my movement that's setting it off.
Oh. Anyways, back...
Yeah, my bad. Oops.
No, you're good, dude. You're comfortable, man.
So...
You can throw your feet up, too, if you want.
One of my balls out.
Yeah, no, here.
No, you're good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Phone, whatever. So, boink. A couple of years ago, my dad got into a relationship, and it was so fast, and it pissed me off because I was like, bro, why are y'all moving in already?
That kind of fast?
Yeah, like, why are you proposing?
Damn.
And I remember something about 3 months, right? I don't remember what it was, but something happened at the 3-month mark that really hit me, and it annoyed me because my aunts were like, oh, well, it's different, Jake, like, you know, he's older, he knows what he wants. I'm like, no, the fuck he does not.
And you were saying that off of your own...
Yes, like I hate it. I absolutely hate it because I know what a piece of work he is, but I am just like my dad. And I know for a fact he doesn't know what he wants. He knows that he wants a good woman, but could he handle a good woman? I don't think so. And now he's got one. And I hope he's fucking treating her right because she deserves it. But if that previous relationship moved way too fast, it was not healthy, it wasn't good, and people were lying to me about it. And I'm like, are you so deluded? Are you lying to me or are you lying to yourself?
Yeah.
Because just because you're older and you think you know what you want doesn't mean that you can, you know, move that relationship along faster. Like, relationships should be organic. But all of his relationships moved along so quickly, and I'm just like, there's no way that this is the right thing. And only the people in the relationship can, at the end of the day, have the say, because they're the ones that are making the choice for their life. But, you know, on to that point, you know, however long it was, you know, regardless of your age, you might know what you want. I know that I want somebody with tattoos, because I have tattoos, and I want someone that is willing to play video games with me, because I play video games. And these are all just not even necessities, just it's what I want.
Yeah.
Right? So if you fulfill all these qualifications, then cool, it's fucking dope, bro. Does it mean we're gonna get along and be married? Probably not. We have to see how we vibe and shit.
Right.
But having common interests is good. But I know what I want. And would that make me get into the relationship heavier? Absolutely. Do it faster? 100%. But does
Be
that
like
mean
your dad, bro, moving in already.
Man, when I tell you, oops, I've definitely done that. Like, I know they make those jokes about like lesbian relationships. I know my sister definitely moved in with her girlfriend pretty soon, making things real quick.
I'm sure it's different too for like the gay couples too, because they're like they've been like living their lives with this, like, you know, like this.
I never ask, but I really need to, and I'm not afraid to. I just never thought about it. I've been meaning to ask them.
Yeah, I don't ask out of respect, you know, because I know they deal with shit like that anyways. So it's like, why would I bring it onto them as well?
One of my questions that I really want to ask is, how do you find other gay people?
Yeah.
Like, do you just, because
there's like the closeted people.
Yep.
How do you even tell those guys? Like,
I don't know, what I mean? Man. It's gonna be hard. Like, being a woman is hard. Being gay is hard. Being a gay woman, holy shit, that must be fucking difficult, dude.
Really hard, bro.
I can't imagine.
But it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's probably
nobody watches this, bro.
Yeah, it's totally fine. No one cares. I think that it is so incredibly cool to see how different people interact with each other, how fast they get into relationships. With my dad, it was annoying, but it was still a cool experience to think back on and think, okay, cool. That's something else to add to my list of experiences to pull from when I'm thinking about what it is I want, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch anime? Do you play video games? Do you work out? Do you have tattoos? Those are the big things. Then we get into, manic, depressive, pixie dream girl. You got colored hair, you shave the sides of your head, you shave your head at all, what kind of stuff we working with here,
That's your girl, huh?
Yeah, how many mental issues and
how many
can we alphabetize them to really get through this list? I thrive on it, queen. I know what I like.
Yeah, I do too, bro. I like.
Good.
I guess right now, since I'm young, I don't really understand how to understand intelligence just yet. You know what I mean? Intelligence in someone. I don't really know how to understand that yet.
Like if someone's smart? Or...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because intelligence can be steered in any direction.
I mean, everyone talks about sexuality or autism as a spectrum. Everything is on a spectrum. There's not one clear line defined until you start getting very specific on your intelligence with this, that, the other. But I think intelligence in general is also a spectrum because you can be super smart in one thing. Was it Albert? I highly doubt it was actually Albert Einstein, but I want to say it was Albert Einstein.
There's somebody in history.
So some fucking smart dude. Probably, teach that if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it's going to spend its whole life thinking it's stupid.
I think he said that last episode.
I may have. Oh, you know what? Pull it from old episodes. And 100%, it's true.
Yeah.
You shouldn't judge people based on, what you perceive of them. And I
agree with that.
Might be smarter than you realize because you're spending all your time feeling weighed down and constrained by what society or your family or your friends has told you you should know, and not about what you're passionate about and what you're actually good at.
Right.
What's your passion?
That's a good question, man. What am I passionate about? I am passionate
Curveball.
about becoming the perfect character.
Oh, I like it.
Passionate about becoming the best me I can possibly be.
Okay, and so what are you going to do to actually obtain that?
So there's the physical attributes, right?
Right.
Being a fucking pilot, psychology, all of that. There's that, the physical world stuff. But I'm deep down. I want to just refresh my whole mind. I want to just learn to just not, because I do I don't act off of impulse. I definitely do, yeah. In humor senses, I tend to do that sometimes.
I can tell. I was like, tell me it's not, bro, because that's definitely...
No, I definitely do.
You do, and that's what I love about you. I do like that.
You like how impulsive I am?
Yeah, yeah. I can tell. I can tell. I like it.
I think what I meant with what I was saying that I'm not is on a just more realistic level. I'm not a very aggressive person. I don't like to be mean to people and stuff like that.
Same.
But I recently have been, and I need to start to realign myself and just be where is this coming from, and
why do you? I was gonna say why do you think you've been that way? But that definitely.
I think I get it genetically and stuff like that. It's just kind of you know how Mexicans are pinche way. Like, they start yelling at you.
Pinche way.
Like, that's me. Like, I don't ever raise my voice or yell, but I definitely get, like, frustrated and angry into a sense. You know what I mean?
Overexcited, it enters your voice.
Yeah.
And I suffer from that too.
Yeah.
Suffer from that blooded Mexican.
It's
that excitement enters your voice immediately, and you don't realize it. You're just speaking loudly and intensely.
Yeah.
You're not yelling, and if you are, you don't mean to. But it could be construed as yelling, but you don't mean it as yelling. Yeah. You're not mad, but you are frustrated.
And I think where it comes from is like just like I'm not gonna say neglect, but like I just don't like being like alone again. You know what I mean? Like,
fair.
I think as a child, like I was kind of like in my own bubble. Like I didn't really like share much with my parents. I didn't really like
share much with you.
I didn't really like share much about anything about myself. Like I was just like a people pleaser, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
And then as I grew up, like I realized I was like, bro, like people don't know anything about me, man. And then I just started to like be myself, and then I found somebody, and then they left, and then back to square one, you know? Like, and now I'm like back to that.
But you know what? It's
angry,
not really it's not really square one though. Because the best part about relationships is no matter how shitty or great the relationship was, you learn a lot about what yourself is and the person that you want to be with someone else. And if the relationship is good, you learn about what you want in future relationships. And if relationships sucked, you learn what you won't put up with anymore and what you do not like in your partners. And you can use that as a guideline going forward. So at least now you're going forward with more experience. So if it's not square one, it's square 1.5.
1.5, dude.
Right? You are not starting from square one.
It's just back to relearning me, because it's like
you forget how to be you.
I forget that like I can be angry, you know?
Yeah.
Because I haven't been angry for like almost a year, and it was just like,
okay.
holy
shit. I feel that anger too.
It's like now that
okay.
Something's gone, bro. It's like I'm just like always a pissed off fucking
I get that.
Loser now.
I get that.
That's kind of what I feel like.
But you know you're not a loser. If you don't know it, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't a loser. But you know, it's definitely good to find.
Quit blowing my trumpet.
It's good to find a healthy outlet for your emotions, for your disappointment and being upset.
Yeah.
And this podcast might be one of them. Video games might be another. There needs to be a good balance though, but I think that so far from what I've seen, you seem like a good dude. And you know, so far I'd be very happy to call you a friend. You seem like a really chill man.
You made me cry right now.
Yeah.
It's good to be your friend too, brother.
Absolutely.
Good to be your friend too. Yeah, no, I think I don't really know what I suffer from, bro. And you know what? I don't ever like to categorize it or title it. And that is because like I don't feel different than everybody else. I'm dealing with the problem that I'd like to solve.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
That's good.
I used to like with my friends like way back when, like we would just have like these little sessions where we just like sit down with each other, just start talking, and just be like yo, like what's going on with your life, bro?
Saying whatever.
It's just like
same shit, different toilet paper.
Exactly, dude. Speaking of toilet paper, bro, you gotta throw it away. Gotta wipe, throw it away.
Pause, throw it away in the trash can or the toilet.
Oh, the fucking toilet, dude.
Okay, about to say, I was like, what? I don't know how Mexican you are. I know people from the mainland will definitely still throw that shit in the trash can.
Yeah, no, for sure.
One of my friends still does that.
Doo-doo.
It's so fun. I mean, you know, obviously they wrap it up, but
oh, okay, good.
yeah, but like that's how they do it. You know, I guess what was it, like their septic tanks weren't built. You know, you shouldn't put toilet paper in your septic tank, something like that. I don't know. I've lived with plumbing for too long now, and I don't care to learn. But I think it's something to do with the septic and toilet paper and things not dissolving or clogging up.
Yeah.
Or it fills up faster, so it's more expensive to clean it more often.
And stuff. So they doo-doo in the trash can.
So they just throw shit out in the trash can, like wipe their ass and then wrap that with more toilet paper, throw it away, boop. And I'm just thinking, wow, it seems like such a waste.
It's like fun to throw it in the toilet, dude. Like
yeah, I like it. Boop. Sometimes I'll poop, wipe, and then pee just so I can pee on the toilet.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Dude.
That's a lie, by the way. I don't do that. I will piss and shit at the same time. I'm not holding it.
When you pee in the toilet and there's like toilet paper in there, you start peeing on the toilet paper. Or you like try to move the toilet paper. I pee on the toilet paper and try to move it.
If I go to a public restroom and there's toilet paper floating in the toilet, 100%. And there's been a few times. This is so gross. There's been a few times where some animal has just thrown all this toilet paper all over the seat and some of it into the toilet. So I do my best to like pee off the strand that's in the toilet and see if I can push more of it into the water. Because I'm not going to touch it. Someone's ass was on that. Hey, I'm not touching that shit. But I try to pee down the rest of the.
That's exactly what I do, bro.
I hold it like it's a fire hose. It's not. I can use 2 fingers on that bad boy.
The art of being a man, dude.
Yeah, that's
I'm getting it. Same thing. I don't know why it's like
I'm trying to show off how I do it, right? This is totally normal. It's just non-stop. This is how people pee, bro. This is how every man pees.
Oh, is that toilet paper?
Yep, right there. If you see if there's something in the urinal to aim at, aim goes up 75%. 100%. I am pissing that stain off the seat. I'm gonna push as hard as I can. You're gonna feel the velocity of this piss leaving your urethra as I try to shoot this stain off the urinal. 100%.
Like, is that gum? I don't like it there.
That is 100% what I do if I go to a urinal and see them stains, bro.
You know how you asked me earlier, what are my passions?
Yeah.
I think after I ask you this, we'll probably cut it up from here.
Okay.
What are your passions, man?
Whew, man, woman, anime, video games, and food.
Hey, you were ready for that. I should have asked you earlier. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're fine. I mean, it's the things that I like, right? So we think, what is passion? I think passion is something that you would like to do in your free time, something you think about pretty frequently, something that brings you joy, and that you purposefully seek it out.
Right.
You can be passionate about a hobby, you can be passionate about relationships, whatever it is you like, interests, and I'm passionate about the things that I do. They are the things, I don't get a lot of happiness in this life, so the things that do bring me happiness, I try to focus on them.
I don't either, bro.
And I think we all know that. We all can experience what that's like. But I think that going through and, spending time playing games, watching anime, living vicariously through these main characters, getting isekai and shit, super cool. Even reading. I don't love reading like I used to, but I do like reading.
It's like that peace, man.
It's good. And then some people suffer from aphasia or something, but they can't form mental pictures in their head. And I don't know about you.
Oh, I've heard that.
Right? And when I picture...
They don't think in pictures. They think in just words or something.
Yeah,
I don't know how they think.
I don't know, but they just...
No pictures. That's basically
it. Like when I read a book, I'm picturing a small movie going on in my head.
Yeah.
And when they read, it's just words. Like they know what an apple looks like.
They understand the words, but they don't...
If I say apple right now, you think about an apple, I think about the roundness of it.
Maybe it's to have no imagination or something.
Something like that. I don't know. I wonder if there's any prominent artists that have that disease and they fucking draw some insane shit because they don't know what to draw. They have no guidelines, so they don't feel held down. That's what we should do. We should strive to do things in a way where we're not constrained by our or society's preconceived notions about what it should be. And I wonder how beautiful it would be. Food or hobbies and interests, storytelling, book writing. I think it would be cool to do that and just see what happens.
Yeah, just let the imagination sway away, man.
Away
we go.
Oh yeah.
All right. This has been great.
Definitely.
Made a new friend.
I'm friends with you guys too.
Hey, come on by. Have you seen Nah. We'll save it for the next episode.
I got you.
All right. Hasta luego.